All right, rapid fire video here. I want to do a quick rundown of some of the recent migration. So this is Sunday night into Monday morning. There were north winds aloft. I think so this is the entire night. I think this is a great example of not a whole lot of birds migrating. The very next day at Pelee was very exciting for birders who were there. Interestingly, the really good migration weather that birds really like to take advantage of is still southwest of the southern Great Lakes. But for what was the first time in several days after all that cold and rain, is you could actually see migration on radar. And likewise, pretty much the same thing happened again last night into this morning. Again, bigger migration to the southwest, not a whole lot going on here. One thing I really wanted to hone in on, though, which I think made Tuesday morning and Tuesday throughout the day what I understand to be the sort of birdiest day of the year so far, especially at Point Pelee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of take this frame by frame, bright and early. So this is 1 a.m. Tuesday. You can see that there are birds crossing the island chain here in Lake Erie. But as the sun starts to come up, this is probably one of the best examples I've ever seen of this. You have these huge migrations covering huge areas, probably involving tens to hundreds of thousands of birds. But the truth of it is, you don't see 100,000 birds on any given day. These birds are able to spread out quite well. But so this is 5 a.m. or 4:55 a.m. Local time, and this blob of birds right here, everything's landing as the sun is coming out. This blob is over Pelee Island. They're coming down over Pelee Island because they were stuck over water, so there's just a slight increase in concentration here. And as I take it image by image, you can really see it again. There's the Lake Erie Islands, there's Pelee Island, and then there's this little wave headed towards Point Pelee. They're making the mad dash for it, and you can see here, a lot of this is settled down, especially along the south shore of the lake, but there's still, if you think of the size of these donuts that were much higher concentrations over a much larger area all night long, now, this could be 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 birds that drop down in the park, which could be 200, 300, 400 warblers, which is what people saw that day. And that is all it was in this migration that really resulted in a fabulous day of birding. 5:20 a.m., they've landed on the park. So it's kind of an interesting way to show how, if you read radar, if you would have seen that, it probably wouldn't look like much, when in reality, that tiny little bit translated into a really excellent day. The very next day, there was definitely a lot of migration happening. If I pause it and kind of go frame by frame, leading into right around the same time, you can definitely see there's still concentrations. It's not quite as thick as it was the day before. So, this could be half or 3/4 of what it was the previous night. And the birding translated likewise. It was still a very good day. I hear there's a little less numbers around. So yeah, in the grand scheme of things, reading of the radar, this can be very finite like that, just because there's tons of birds going overhead. You could have 10 million birds pass over the park, but if none land, it's not a great day. Whereas if you have weather that wouldn't typically be highlighted as a big migrational surge, say only 5,000 birds cross overnight, but if 1 in 5 land in the point, that 1,000 birds the next morning is going to result in a really great day. So just a quick video. I might be back with more later, I might not, but I hope you get out there and enjoy the birds.